Savannah, Georgia. Boys are out of town for their weekend. Like and subscribe to the Zoo Animals podcast. See what's in store for this week's episode. Boys are touring. We're out of town. Ricky, Vegas, Davey, Savannah, coast to coast. Subscribe, like. We'll see you in the comments. Zoo Animals subscribe button.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Subscribe to Zoo Animals podcast.
Let's go.
Day.
Subscribe to the Zoo Animals podcast.
Subscribe to Zoo Animals podcast.
Your mom is so cool that like I'm fucking taking a shot and chasing her with bacon.
Go for it. Bacon chaser. Everything's better with bacon. There you go.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not even gagging, you know? To Zoo Animals podcast,
Zoo Animals podcast.
Let's go. Welcome back. We were just talking about Vegas. I'm gonna hit Davey with the card trick that I learned. Yeah, man, I mean, call it magic, call it whatever you want. Maybe call it telepathy. I'm about to show you what I learned out there. Pick a card, anything you want. Okay? Now, you got it? Yeah. Okay, put it at the top of the deck. Okay. Shuffle this around. Okay. Alright. About to read your card. About to find it somewhere in the deck. Let me shuffle it again. This guy's doing it behind the back right now. Is your card the 5 of clubs? It was. Okay. It was. Welcome back to Zoo Animal Podcast. I'm your host, Rick. This is Dave. And like I said, we were just recapping a little bit about Vegas. Our weekends, you were also in Savannah. It's not going to just be about me. But tell me a little bit about your trip first, man. I want to hear how the temperature was. You were doing a little promotion on there, and what was the reasoning for the trip?
Oh man, it was so much fun. So Drew, my best buddy from 5th grade, pretty much, younger brother, plays lacrosse and whatnot. We went up. It was Lenore Ryan against Tampa, so it was actually the #1 team versus the #3 team.
Lenore's #1?
Lenore's #3. They lost to Tampa. But Tampa was 1 and they were 3.
Okay.
So we went up Saturday morning. So Friday night, actually went out in Charlotte. Nice. Saturday morning was in Drew's car by like 9 a.m.
I love that.
You know how the roadies go. We had had a few roadies on the way up. Got to Savannah probably. We hit some traffic around like 1:30. Okay. Absolute banger of a weekend. We got a lot to talk about.
What's what I've been noticing lately is you have like a favorite alcohol beverage, and what's the beer that you drink? It's the
Happy Dads. Yeah,
Happy Dads.
Those are good. Those are good.
But who makes them?
The Milk Boys. Milk Boys. So they're actually YouTubers that started a little seltzer on their own. Yeah. They're hysterical too.
Okay.
So. Yeah, anyway, I was drinking Happy Dads. Obviously, you know, I'm a big Tito's guy.
Sure.
We can even throw up the picture where it says, Dave likes Tito's, I think. It said something, yeah. You got a funny shirt. Yeah, I got a funny shirt when I was there. But pretty much, Savannah's sick. We were staying right on the river. I took some videos, so I'll probably play them, some clips before this pod.
I love it.
On the channel. But stayed on the river. It's cool. You could just walk around with drinks there legally.
Yeah.
They are strict though. They ask for like if you're trying to get 2 drinks or like 4 drinks, you need 4 IDs. It's kind of strict like that.
Okay.
Good trip though. Solid trip. Sunday morning we woke up after going out Saturday night. Sunday morning we wake up. We go to tailgate. The game was at 12, so we're tailgating by like 9 a.m.
Okay.
Ooh, and after the game we actually stayed out in Savannah probably till like 10, and yeah, it was a rough day getting back yesterday.
Sure.
I told my manager Brad I'm working a half day because I had to drive back from Savannah on President's Day.
Ooh.
And yeah, I didn't make a call yesterday. So how was Vegas, man? A lot of people are asking Ricky on the comments. People are messaging me.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know how Vegas was with Ricky. So let us know. What was your favorite spot? You stayed where?
Stayed at Caesar's Palace.
Oh.
And I did 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights. And dude, it was electric, man. The group I went with, we were big gamblers. We did spend most of our time in the casino. Didn't do too many nightclubs, but we had dinner a couple times. Probably one of the best steaks I've ever had. I went to Delmonico's in the Venetian. Venetian?
Yeah.
I think that's how you say it. Place is beautiful, man. I'll tell you what, time doesn't exist there, nor does money. And you're all over the place. I mean, people are going to bed all times during the day and night, and yeah, your sleep schedule definitely gets a little whacked out. But I did have to work a little bit on Friday, and so I did try to stay on East Coast time, man. But the place is beautiful, and I would definitely go back again, man.
Did you put some loans in Vegas?
I ordered some appraisals.
Okay.
I ordered some appraisals out there, and I did let my clients know. So look, I mean, I'm never not available. So if you guys need me, I'm sure you can say the same thing. Got to make yourself available.
Yeah, again, we both do mortgages, and we created like a little email distribution if anyone needs help with those. It's going to be zooanimalspodcast, at gmail.com.
Yeah.
So if anyone needs a mortgage or any help or has just basic questions for us, feel free to reach out there.
Yeah. We got most of the U.S. covered. You got a lot of states. I got,
I'm in about 30 states, so regardless if you're in Charlotte or in North Carolina or not, we could help you. I think Rick's got 10, 15.
I got 12.
12? Yeah. Hell yeah. So we'd love to help there. I do have some questions for Vegas, though, as well. I got some questions.
Let's open it up.
Were you up or down on the trip? What gambling were you doing? What games did you play?
Yeah, so look, I mean, I was down. If anyone says that they were up when they left Vegas, I don't believe them.
No.
I don't believe them. It's funny, I opened up a reward card there, and I got absolutely swindled. You open a reward card, if you open a sportsbook account there, or you give the pit boss the card while you're gambling. I go to open a reward card, I get 5,000 points when I sign up. It doesn't hit your account until 72 hours later. So Vegas really got
just
it.
a Ponzi scheme or what?
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're gonna try to. I got an email today, sir. Your credits hit your account. It's like, I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
But I will say this: Vegas won. Rick 0, Vegas 1. But I made it a battle, dude.
Yeah.
I'm saying a 7-game series. Vegas took me at game 5.
Let's talk about how you recovered since the trip. How was the recovery after a weekend like that?
Yeah, man. I mean, I got in Sunday at 7, and dude, you know me. I'm a big advocate of water, and it's just such a simple thing that people don't do. You want to talk about flushing out toxins in your body, eating habits that you had on your trip. Your body's out of whack, man. So drinking water is the biggest thing. And I went to bed early. Did a little sleepy time tea. Went to bed early, but dude, I mean, I can't express it.
Sweating bullets or what?
Yeah, I mean, dude, but like the flight there, it was 4 hours. The flight back's 3, and not even because of the time difference. It's because the air wins.
The winds, yeah. You don't learn about
I had to tell me that. I was like,
yeah.
So that was cool, man. But yeah, dude. So it was a good time. But dude, how important is water to you?
Water intake's huge, man. I mean, yesterday, like I said, I was hurting. Today, honestly, I did not even feel right until I went to the gym today.
Sure.
Shout out to manager Brad, worked out with him. And yeah, I mean, we hit legs today, which is always a good day to hit. We, went in the steam room, sauna. I was drinking just one of those big waters. Like, I had like 2 or 3 before I even hit the gym, but.
Yeah. Do you think it's easy for people, like, you're in a corporate setting, you're in an office setting, call it whatever you want, to just not drink water?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that drink like,
here we are not drinking water ourselves, but yeah.
Yeah, not drinking water. It's just, it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
It's just an easy thing that people forget, man. I mean, you hear me ask me all the time, and you'll be like, how's your day going? I didn't put any loans in, didn't get too many people on the phones. Yeah, how's your water intake?
Yeah. Always ask your buddies. If you care about your buddies, you gotta ask your buddies how their water intake is.
9 times out of 10, they're gonna really question themselves. They're gonna be like, it's kind of low, and I'm like, well, let's start there.
Yeah.
Everyone knows there's a direct correlation to your productivity with water intake.
And I mean, we know that at your company, you were, and you still, I believe, might be in management. You were, but when you had a team of people on your team, salespeople. I mean, are you asking them how much water they've had each day, or are you tracking
I do it in a playful manner, but I mean, it drives home. I mean, because people know I do take it serious. You know, if I walk around people's desks, I'll do one of these. I'll fill their water bottle, like, yikes. You know, so make sure you guys drink water. I mean, I don't care how many visits you got to go to the bathroom. I mean, that's good for you too. I mean, you know, keep the fluids in your body, drink water. It's always going to help you out. Yeah, Vegas was fun, man, but on to next week. I'm going to Colorado.
Ricky's fucking traveling again, this guy.
I am. I'm going to Colorado. I'm going skiing. Another guy's trip, flying into Denver. Then we shuttle to Winter Park, Colorado. So I'll be on the slopes.
You might stand my brother up, man.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
My brother smashed that subscribe button. You guys helped me too as well. He's out there in Colorado.
Yeah, they're supposed to be getting dumped on, but that's what everyone says when they go skiing. They're getting dumped on, the powder.
You leave Wednesday?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Holy shit, man. Yeah. It's going to be a nice week here in Charlotte. It's supposed to be 80.
Yeah. Man, it's going to be nice. I'm jealous. But, dude, I'm ready to transition into spring, dude. Like, this would be my last winter activity, and I'm pumped to go into Denver and hit the powder. But, bro, like, it's 70. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for spring, man. Are you?
Yeah, let's be honest. It's short sleeve button down season. SSBD. Let's go.
How important is that for a guy to have that in his wardrobe?
I mean, I think that you need at least maybe 2 to 7 at short sleeve button downs, maybe 3 or 4 to 7.
Yeah.
In a city like Charlotte, I like the ones that are kind of dry fit. Give it a little feel, man. I know you want to.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little. Yeah, so. It's nice and lightweight.
What does it say about a guy's SSBD? I mean, you got the tropical look, you got like the classier look.
When you're wearing an SSBD, it's like you're either wearing a shirt, it either fucks or it doesn't fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like if you get somebody, oh, it's a nice shirt, yeah, it fucks. You know?
I mean, it's a conversation starter. You got animals on there.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know who's gonna take a peek of your shirt and comment on it, you know?
Exactly. So we're gonna be wearing some short sleeve button downs. We're gonna be wearing some fun stuff here on this pod here.
Shorts are coming out. Spring's coming out. Spring's coming up. It's almost end of February. I know we before we know it, we're in March, and dude, I mean, that's a good segue into, you know.
Are you seeing business pick up for you?
Business is picking up, and it's
purchase season.
It's purchase season, man. You could argue that it's kind of already started. I mean, look, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Charlotte is #1 on Zillow right now for hottest market. So, dude, there's plenty of consumers that are out there ready to buy. Yeah. Rates shouldn't scare anyone. I mean, rates are important, but they're not the most important thing. I mean, the most important thing is going to be how much money you spend over the life of the loan, right? People refi all the time, it re-amortizes, and we could talk more about that, but what advice do you give to people, not only in Charlotte, but just first-time homeowners or who are getting ready to buy in this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, I think a lot of it is from city to city. Is your city growing? Are there jobs coming to your city?
Yep.
Do you live in, like, somewhere like fucking Indiana, or do you live in Charlotte, North Carolina? I don't know.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's
suburbs versus city. No, I'm with you, man. I mean,
I think a lot of it comes down to, like, if you were to ask me, would you tell like a first time home buyer to buy a house right now in Charlotte? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Only 3% needed down in most case scenarios.
Sure.
0% for veterans, or if it's a USDA loan. So there's a lot of ways you can get into a house with really not that much down. And I've seen people, I have a lot of friends who bought a house a few years ago and have sold it for $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 more. And it's like, that's it's easy equity. It's,
Look, the best time to buy is when you're ready.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you could say this and that about waiting for the market to dip, waiting for rates to get better. More money is lost in indecisiveness than decisiveness.
You can never time the market perfectly.
I don't think there's ever even a benefit to wait. The only time it makes sense to wait is if you are trying to, potentially just get more money for a down payment, or tighten up your DTI, which is debt to income ratio, or maybe you're waiting for a raise or something, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the only time to wait, man. I mean, you want to build
Right.
equity. I mean, that's the best way to do it. It's through real estate. So,
Yep.
So how does somebody start the home buying process? What do they have to do?
Well, one thing before I answer your question is it's almost tax return season.
Oh,
so,
look at you.
there's a lot of people that are going to get a nice lump sum of cash instead
Yeah.
of going to buy those fresh J's or those fresh Air Force Ones like
Yeah.
I'm rocking.
Yeah.
Go buy yourself a crib first.
Nah, smart, man.
But your question was...
How does somebody go ahead and start the process? Because a lot of times people just need a little push.
Yeah, I think
you know?
that you just need to talk to the right person.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
try and be available. You could really talk to anybody that's bought in a house. I'm sure we're going to, there's a lot of people that I know that have purchased houses, and pretty much everybody that I've talked to that's bought a house has made money on it, right?
Sure.
I mean, I don't really know that many people that have not made money on their house.
Of course.
In the last 5 years since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go talk to a loan officer. The document that you guys are gonna hear about or want to learn about is called a PreApproval, right? You go, basically it gives you buying power. It's a document you give to your realtor. They say, boom, Johnny Smith, you're approved for $500,000. Doesn't get you much in Charlotte, but hey, that we're using this for an example. $500,000. And then you can go put offers in.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of new build developments and whatnot too.
Sure.
A little tip trick is try and get in the first phase of a new build development too. If you're one of the first people to sign a contract, typically as they're trying to sell the houses, the pricing goes up and whatnot. So, I helped a veteran out.
Nice.
And when he bought a house in South Carolina, and he didn't put anything down, and he sold his house for $80,000 more than what he bought it for, so 0% down, just made $80K. So there's a lot of ways you can make money in real estate. But yeah, it's exciting this time of year. I'm excited to see kind of how the business side of things.
Well, I do want to talk about rates, right? Like I said, I mean, as a consumer, somebody who's not in the field, I think a lot of consumers are, wondering, are rates gonna go up? Are they gonna go down? I mean, they've been up for the past year, right? You get the whole inflation thing, not to go into it, but we are expecting it to go down over the course of the next 6 months to a year. So look, here's what I will say: when rates are up, you have the advantage because you don't have a lot of competition, right? The people who shy away the most when rates go up are actual consumers, everyday life people who are gonna buy a single family home or start their buy their first home, right?
And when you say the competition, just for the audience, he means that you're going to have less competition when you're going to buy a house and more negotiating power when rates are higher, right? You're starting to see all these sellers do price cuts. Last year, people were, during COVID and whatnot, you had to be 30, 50, 40 grand above asking to even be considered.
Sure.
Now we're seeing sellers cut prices, not make as much. So it's actually a good time to kind of lowball some people, in my opinion.
I agree.
I don't know how much you're going to want to lowball them if you want to get your offer. If it's a house that you love, I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing it too much. But hey, if you're an investor, now's not a bad time to start investing and building your portfolio. You could always refinance the houses after.
Exactly. I agree, man. And look, I mean, Charlotte being the number one, market on Zillow, I mean, those seller concessions that you were talking about, they might go away once busy season starts hitting, right? So, if you're waiting for the perfect time, that doesn't exist. The perfect time is when you're ready. If you have the money, let's rock and roll. Again, zooanimalpodcast@gmail.com. Shoot us any inquiries you have. I'm more than happy to point you guys in the right direction. But yeah, man, I'm pumped. It's warm out. Spring is upon us, and dude, I mean, we're getting ready to talk about places to eat, places to drink in Charlotte. For our Charlotte people, let us know what are your favorite things to do in the spring. Where do you guys like to go? Who has the best deals? So what's your plan?
Man, I like the fact that I'm here in South End Charlotte. I kind of like being able to walk around everywhere.
Hell yeah.
I like I'm gonna shout out the QC Poorhouse right now. You know what I mean?
Love the watering hole.
I like it. You can walk right there. That's always a good time. Watch some football. We do have March Madness coming soon too here.
God.
Next few weeks. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how about yourself? Any recommendations? Rick lives in the Plaza
I'm in
Midwood
Plaza area. Yep. So just a little bit east of the city, and dude, I'm pumped too, man. I mean, what you see a lot in Charlotte, and I know you have one, is the e-bikes. Everyone's doing the e-bikes now. You got the scooters around here, and yeah, man, I'm just pumped to just eat outside. Yeah,
eat outside, chill, and who gets more fired up, like we were talking about earlier, than Northerners with good weather, man. We'll have some fucking Timberlands on with some shorts.
Shout out to all our northern people. Anyone north of the Mason-Dixon line. I mean, the temperature gets above 40. I mean, we go absolutely nuts.
We go bonkers. We go bonkers.
We moved down here, like I said, 8 or 9 years ago. Syracuse, Rochester. I mean, dude, I didn't even acclimate to the temperature until like 2 years in because it was just warm all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, your blood didn't thin out.
Yeah, so shout out to all our Northerners, man. We go have a blast. Have a blast. Enjoy the warm weather because I know it gets cold back up north, man. I'm sure everyone's sick of the snow, but
come visit up on the podcast.
Exactly, man. Look, and again, if any of you guys want to meet us out for a drink or get on, do a quick shout out for us. I mean, we're trying to meet some people in Charlotte. Our main focus is on Charlotte. Those are our people right now, and we're trying to build our audience local here, right? You want to make a change in the world, start local.
We want to build a dope community. Also, too, to everybody that commented about from our last video before we wrap up here, there was the tattoos. I had a lot of guesses out there. Yeah. So Rick's got 2 tattoos, right?
Yeah. Let me get up there and show you real quick.
Here's a piece. Camera.
Here's a piece right there. Wolf right there, and then I got the tiger eyes inside. That's it for now. I'm gonna finish up the sleeve here. I'm gonna do. I do have some roses coming up, man. But Made to Last. They're right in Uptown Charlotte.
Shout out.
That was my studio. I know you go there as well, man. They do great work there. So
Ricky's got 2 animal tattoos.
I have 2. Yeah, and we're just counting off of just strictly animals.
Yep. I got tiger.
Yeah.
Lion. Shark.
Yeah.
Dove. Where am I at? 4?
Yeah.
5. Another tiger. 6, Cash.
All right.
6.
Yeah.
7. There's a little snake on it.
That one got people. Yeah, that one, yeah.
So the total tattoos is 9?
Yeah, it's 9.
So
total,
we're going to have to check the comments. We might owe $100. We will let you know. We appreciate everything.
Yep.
Subscribe Subscribe to the fucking podcast.
Yeah, what are you doing? Stop waiting around. Subscribe. We're going to get the Instagram going. What's our Instagram handle again?
At Zoo Animals Podcast. So pretty easy.
Yeah.
We're going to we want to talk to the community a little bit too. So, you know, if people want to shoot us emails, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yep.
We will respond.
Yeah.
We will respond.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next episode.
Let's go.